mythology lovers. Welcome back to the world of mythology. Today's video is about the Laurel of Apollo. One day, Cupid, the little god of love, sat on the bank of a river, playing with his arrows. The arrows were very tiny. Some had points of gold, and others had points of lead. None of them looked as if they could do much harm. That day, Apollo, the great sun god, walked along the bank of the same river when returning from his fight with the serpent of darkness called Python. He had just used a great number of his wonderful golden arrows in killing this gigantic serpent. Feeling very proud of his victory over the python, he said when he saw the Cupid at his play, "Oh, what are such little arrows good for?" Cupid's feelings were very much hurt at this. He said nothing, but took his little arrows and flew to the top of Mount Peneus. There he sat down on the grass and took a leaden-pointed arrow from his quiver. Looking all about him for some mark for his arrow, he saw Daphne walking through the grove. Daphne was the daughter of Peneus, the river god. She was so beautiful that the sleeping flowers lifted their heads and burst into full bloom at her arrival. Cupid shot the leaden-pointed arrow straight at Daphne's heart. Although it did her no other harm, this little blunt arrow made Daphne feel afraid, and without knowing what she was running away from, she began to run. Then Cupid, who was very naughty, took a golden pointed arrow from his quiver and with this wounded Apollo. The golden pointed arrow had the power to make Apollo love the first thing he saw. This chanced to be Daphne the river nymph, who came running by just then, with her golden hair floating out behind her. Apollo called to Daphne that there was nothing to fear. Then, as she would not stop running, he ran after her. The faster Apollo followed, the faster Daphne ran, and she grew more and more afraid all the time, for the little leaden-pointed arrow was sticking in her heart. She ran till she came to the bank of her father's river, and by this time she was so tired that she could run no farther. She called on her father for help. The river god heard, and before Apollo could overtake her, changed her into a tree, a beautiful tree with glossy evergreen leaves and blossoms as pink as Daphne's own cheeks. Then Apollo came up with Daphne. There she stood on the bank of the river, not a nymph any longer, but a beautiful tree. Apollo was broken-hearted at first to see how he had lost Daphne. It was all the fault of little golden pointed arrow. Since this tree was all that left of Daphne, Apollo loved the tree and said that it should be planted by the side of his temple. He made himself a crown from his evergreen leaves, which he always wore for the Daphne's sake. This tree still grows in Greece and is called the Laurel of Apollo.
Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe and comment down below. Hit the bell icon to receive notifications about our future videos.